銀河鉄道39エターヌル
All right, let's finish off Chapter 2 of Volume 3 of Galaxy Express 39 Eternal. The title here was Seirei no Mugenido. Seirei, a spirit, ghoul, ghost, and without limit water well. So like an infinite water well of the ghost, spirit, ghoul, or ghost, spirit, soul, that sort of a thing. I think English went with fairy, but there's more of a malevolent sort of a quality to this title than I think a fairy normally invokes. We had paused. Tetsuro is trapped inside the well here. That's what the whole chapter's been about. And we're getting a little bit of we got paused at a history lesson here with this chapter about these holes and about the legend of the Seirei Densetsu, the legend of the fairy or the legend of the ghost, spirit, etc. And apparently billions of people have died. And no one has come out alive. And that's where we are. So let's go. We get this. So a shot of the landscape of this planet, which is covered with these holes, each presumably with a spirit, a Seirei at the bottom, and the wind blowing desolately over the land here. Okay. Go. There's May to do. Zoo, 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 zoo. There's May to do. Okay, we should know what that is. Is that Emeraldus' ship? Ah! So there's Shasho, Claire, and Mi-kun looking up. And there's Kanon speaking. Oh no, actually something else is speaking. Kanon-san, Ms. Kanon, 39 no doryoku wo subete ofu ni shite. Okay, so we know this is not Canon speaking because it's not in katakana. We can see hiragana and whatever. So, and they're also addressing her. So Ms. Canon, the 39's operation, everything to off do. So turn to the opposition, everything of the operation of the 39. So shut it down. Watashi no fune no doryoku to fukugo hassei suru to この星の生命体に迷惑をかけてしまいます。Okay, so this is likely Emeraldus talking. So my ship's operation Fukugo combined Hase is like outbreak or operating. So I guess when doing combined operation with the operating power of my ship, Doryoku is just operation, power, dynamic force. Yeah, so if doing like combination of operation with my ship's power, this planet's life forms to them, disturbance, annoyance will do. Okay, so she's saying basically if my ship's power operates, I guess, in combination, presumably with the 39, it will do a disturbance and annoyance to the life forms of this planet. Kanon ryokai. So this is her responding, say, canon understood, meaning like, this is canon, I understand. Doryoku ofu boiler teishi. The power off and the boiler is like suspended, paused. Yeah, interruption stoppage. Teishi. Oh, okay. And indeed, it is Emeraldus. Zoo, 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 zoo. Emeraldasu. It's funny, we don't normally see Meiteru talking in a way that looks like this. This is usually how Tetsuro talks when he says like Meiteru's name. But this is now her saying that about Emeraldasu. Oh, she's coming down. Tetsuro wa doko? As for Tetsuro, where? So where's Tetsuro? どうしてあなたがここへエメラルダス? Why you to this place, Emeraldus? So that, like, this is implied. Why have you come to this place, Emeraldus? Ah, okay. So we did hear that about like the upgrade of the gun or whatever. That was a previous thing. Oh, and this was Kaioku? No, Kaiyo. No, Kairyo improvement. When my brain got there. Kairyo ga owatta no de 預けてある私の銃と取り替えてほしいの。Okay, so the modification, the improvements are finished. So because of that, my entrusted gun exchanging wanting. So I'm wanting to exchange it with the gun that I entrusted, meaning to Tetsuro. So azukeru is to entrust, to give into custody. Torikaete hoshii no. So wanting to do exchange, taking back with my gun that I did entrusting. Andromeda no Ginga Tetsudo Kanri Kyoku e Tanonde 39 o koko e teisha sasete moratta no wa kono watashi. Ah, okay. So toward or to the Andromeda's Galaxy Railway Administration Office, requesting the 39 to this place, train stopping being made done as we're receiving that, this me. So I'm the one that asked or requested. Okay, so trying to put this all together. As for the one that received the making of the train stopping to this place of the 39 and like did the requesting to the administration office of the Galaxy Railway of Andromeda, that was me. So I'm the one that requested this, basically. That the train stop here. これでこのコスモドラゴンはメタノイドとの戦いに十分耐えられるわ. Okay, with this thing, as for this Cosmo Dragoon, the gun, with the metanoids fighting sufficiency being able to endure. Taerareru, to bear, to put up with, to resist, to withstand, all those sorts of meanings. So she's saying with this, meaning with the modifications that she did, this gun will be able to endure sufficiently fighting with the metanoids, which was the whole point of the upgrading of the gun. それはあなたの銃でもう実証済みよ. as for this is Meitu saying, as for that thing, with your gun already jisho, actual proof, zumi. Zumi here is a suffix meaning it's been settled or arranged. So I guess she's stating this for our sake, meaning as for being able to endure fighting with the metanoids, it's already that way. It's already been arranged, already been settled with your gun, which is the one that she loaned to Tetsuro. Haramazaria Kishi, the knight Haramazaria, which we've seen many times. The knight Haramazaria, ano idai na metanoido no kishi no musuko wa. As for the son of that illustrious, that grand metanoid knight, haha o taoshita aite o nani no nen ni moete sagashiteru. Okay. Mother taking out opponent. Oh, we saw this. It wasn't in this chapter though, sadly. Oh, it's a Fukushu, revenge. Yes, there it is. Fukushu. Fukushu no nen ni, and Fukushu no nen is desire for vengeance, burning and searching. So again, as for the son of that great metanoid knight, Haramazaria, is burning and searching with a desire for vengeance the opponent that took out his mom. That would be Tetsuro. Tetsuro wa shitteru wa. As for Tetsuro, knowing. So Tetsuro knows this. Seibo Kishi ga shinda koto mo. Also the event of the death of the Holy Mother Knight. Again, that's Haramazaria. So Meitaro is responding that Tetsuro is familiar that the son is searching for revenge and the event of the death of her, meaning that he killed her. Well, that she died. Itsuka, kono hoshi no umi no doko ka de futari wa meguriao. Okay, someday, someday, somewhere of this sea of stars. So at some time, at some point, somewhere in this sea of stars, as for two people, they're going to run into each other. And futari wa is this generic two people, but she means these two people, so Tetsuro and the son. So those two people at some point are going to run into each other in the sea of stars somewhere. And meguriao is to to meet fortuitously, to meet by chance, to happen across. Definitely not fortuitously. We don't want, there's no good meaning here. They're going to run into each other. They're going to meet by chance somewhere in this sea of stars at some point, sometime. Risei ga kanjou o naniarareru you ni naru made jikan ga matte kurereba ii kedo ne. Okay, so risei is reason and sense, and kanjou is emotions. And is that osa? It is osa erareru. Being able to pin down in that manner. So until until becoming in the manner of being able to pin down or control emotions, reason. So reason or sense until it becomes in the manner of being able to pin down emotions. Time, matte kurereba, if it, I guess, waiting for time, if do the favor of waiting for time, that's good. Matte kurereba. Yeah, time, I guess if it does the favor of waiting, then that would be good. Until it becomes the manner of like being able to control reason, sense, being able to control emotions. Futari tomo itsuka wa wakaru. So the two people, as for some point, will understand. So this is basically saying the two of them will understand what someday. Tetsuro mo roweru mo. Even Tetsuro, even Rowell, which are the two kids. その時までに時間が二人に学ぶべきことを教え、劇場を抑え、何悪が消える。Oh, this is hatred. Oh boy, nikui. Zoaku? Okay. Zo ga kieru. And I said gekijo, right? This is like just hatred, or not hatred, but like violence. Violent emotion, passion, fury. Yeah. So until that time to the two people ought to study events teaching, and violent emotions pinning down, and hatred vanishing. So again, someday they will understand those two people. And until that time to those two people will teach things that ought to be studied, or things they ought to learn. Time will teach those two things they ought to learn. It will pin down violent passion, and it will erase, or I guess, and the hatred will vanish. Hatred will vanish. So time will do these things, and then the hatred will vanish. This is Emeraldus. 私もそう信じたいわ。見えてる? Me also, I also, that way, wanting to believe, 見えてる. So I want to believe that too, 見えてる? テトロが光も時間も追い越して走る始める前に出会った戦うことのないようにと。Okay, so again, I also that way want to believe. And the to here is what she wants to believe also. So she's going to say all this stuff, and to meaning that is also what she wants to believe. Which is that Tetsuro, even light, even time, exceeding, surpassing, and before being beginning to run. Yeah. So Tetsuro, that before he begins to run and exceed even time, even light, in the manner of not the event of fighting and encountering. So again, she wants to believe that they won't encounter each other and fight before Tetsuro. Again, this is this whole thing about him exceeding, surpassing light and time. Oikosu? Was it oikoeru? Oikosu. Okay, all that made sense, more or less. as much as it can make sense. Oh. Okay, this chapter is actually quite long. I didn't realize that. Well, let's keep going. Tetsuro wa juu o zaseki ni oite itta wa. Okay, as for Tetsuro, gun in seat left and went. So Tetsuro left his gun on his seat. Zaseki? Yeah, it is Zaseki. Tetsuro wa juu o zaseki ni oite itta wa. ケースはトランクと一緒に持って出たの。As for the case, the trunk, the briefcase, with the trunk together, carried and went out. So he went out together with the trunk, the briefcase that had the case, I guess the case for the gun. ケースは後で返してくれればいい。As for the case, which I'm gonna take to mean the like holster, as opposed to the trunk, the briefcase. So as for the case, later, atode, returning if do the favor of, that's good. So it's fine if he returns it later, the case. 理解できません? Understanding is not possible. Understanding is not possible. なぜTetsuroさんの位置がつかめないのか? Understanding not possible. So it's not possible to understand why Mr. Tetsuro's location つかめないのか, not locating, I guess. Yeah, it's Tsukamu. Not able to seize, grab hold of, lay hands on his location. Ichi? No, it's not Ichi. Not Ichoku. Oh, it is Ichi. There it is. Okay. トランクもTetsuroさんのベルトバックルにもセンサーに反応するメカニズムがあるはずなのに. Okay, so the trunk also, and Mr. Tetsuro's belt buckle also in that, a sensor reaction or response doing, and the mechanism ought to exist even though. So she's saying basically he has sensors in his trunk, in the briefcase, and in his belt buckle, and those ought to be giving a response, but they're not. Hey, Ed's Cramps, how's it going? You're just getting Amanda's. Hey, well, you know, I mean, there's lots of good translations out there. This one's a little bit more of a rare one, harder to find good English translations of it. But hey, well, welcome. It's 61 if you're too old. You know, I don't think it's ever too old to get into manga. Learning Japanese, you know, you're never too old to start. But it's a lot to learn, that's for sure. Okay, Emeraldus is leaving. 私が上場するときに was it 上昇私が上昇するときに上空から探して出してマーカーを落とす必ず場所がわかる. Okay, so me, at the time of doing ascension, so when I get up here, from the sky or from the air, a searching and going out marker will drop. And without fail, place will know. will understand. So basically she's saying, yeah, so I'm gonna go up to my ship, and from the sky we'll send out a marker, a searching marker, and drop that, and without fail we'll understand where he is. Emeraldus, naze sonna ni isogu no? Emeraldus, why that sort of a hurrying? So why are you hurrying like that, Emeraldus? Fudo de karada o ootte nani ka atta no? Fudo de karada o ootte. This must be some expression. With food chasing the body? Karada o o? Fudo de. Oh, no. Fudo here is hood. This is to envelop with the hood and enveloping the body, meaning her cape and hood. Something happened. Did something happen with the hood enveloping the body? Why are you hurrying like that? Yeah. She had the hood on the whole time, right? Yeah. All right. We get our 3 tall panels here. This is Emeraldus. Shinpai shinai de meiteru. Worry, don't do, meiteru. So don't worry, meiteru. Ashita no watashi wa kyou yori mo tsuyoi. As for me of tomorrow, more than today is stronger. So that me of tomorrow is stronger than me of today. Tetsuro to onaji you ni ne. And with Tetsuro in the same manner. It's the same with Tetsuro. Okay. Anata wa Tetsuro to no tabi o shuchaku aki made tanoshimi nasai. As for you, journey with Tetsuro until the terminus station. Enjoy. So as for you, enjoy the journey with Tetsuro until the final station, until the terminus. Anata no kimochi wa yoku wakateru wa meiteru. As for your mood or your... Yeah, let's just go with mood. As for your mood or feelings, well understanding, meiteru. I understand your feelings, your mood very well. Oh, okay. So this is presumably Emeraldus now in her ship, and it's somehow being communicated to Meiteru. Mata aemashou yukkuri shita jikan no naka de ne. So let's meet again. Again, let's meet. And at leisure, done time amongst with that, you know? So basically, let's meet again and when we have more time. Amongst the time that is done leisurely or at leisure. Emeraldus. So she just saying her name. All right. So the ship, wait. Yeah, the ship is taking off. We get a nice lens flare. Kiyotsukete Emeraldus. Take care, be careful, Emeraldus. Anata to watashi wa isshin doutai na no yo. Wasurenai de. Okay, she's saying, don't forget, wasurenaide. Don't forget, Emeraldus, that as for you and me, one heart, same body it is. So this is a Yoji Jukugo. That means Ishin Dotai. Being one in body and soul, one flesh, two hearts beating as one. So she's saying, don't forget that. That's you and me. Okay. So there we go. Zoo, 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 zoo. The ship over the surface of the planet. Vroom, vroom, vroom. Is that a... Okay, so just as she said, they're dropping a marker. Dropping a marker. Oh. Asokorashi desu. Hai. That direction, that place, it seems it is, indeed. So it seems that's the place. Watashi ga ikimasu. Tsuite konaide. So I'm the one that will go. I will go. Don't follow. Tsuite konaide. So don't follow me. Shoo. Oh, okay. So we didn't, interesting. We'll come back to this. We didn't get the thing that seemed like what was going to happen. Remember when Emerald's ship came in, she said something about if both of the ship's power are on, it would cause something that was an annoyance, a meiwaku, to the people of the inhabitants of the planet. It made it sound like that was going to be the way that they were going to get them to spit out Tetsuro. But this does not seem to be what's happening. Shoo, shoo, shoo. Tetsuro, soko ni iru no? Tetsuro, are you there? In that place existing? So are you there? Or are you in that place? Are you in there? Ya, Meitoru, tadaima. Oh, Meitoru, I'm home. I'm back. Here I am. Tetsuro. Arigato, Tetsuro. So this is the Seirei talking. Thank you, Tetsuro. Anata no okage de kokoro ga yasuraka ni natta wa. Thanks to you or your actions, kokoro, heart, mind, spirit, towards peace has become. So thanks to you, Tetsuro, my kokoro has become peaceful. My heart, mind, spirit. Toku e itte mo, skoshi dake de ii watashi tachi no koto o narubeku nagaku oboete oite ne. Towards far away, even if go. So even if you go far away, even just a little bit is good. Our event, things about us, narubeku, like as much as possible, a long time, remember on purpose. So narubeku is like as much as possible. Yeah, whenever practicable. So basically what she's saying is, even if you go far away, and even just a little bit is fine, remember nagaku, I guess remember for a long time as much as possible us. Remember us. Or think about us, but remember us. Tetsuro o kaeshite kudasatte arigato, Seirei-san. So Tetsuro, doing the favor of returning, Tetsuro, thank you, Ms. Spirit. So Miss Spirit, thank you for doing the favor of returning Tetsuro. 外の世界のことをいろいろ教えてくれたから当然よ。Because did the favor of teaching various things of the outside world, it's natural. It's obvious. Okay, so that's apparently what Tetsuro did. Tetsuro did the favor of teaching or telling various things about the outside world. All right, we got 3 pages left, so, but it's very wordy. We're going to get the final little bit here from her. Okay, so we're going to get a bunch of tall panels here. In order to read this better, I am going to zoom in. Tetsuro ni denshi nikki chō o moratta shi, hanashi mo kiita. Okay. By or from Tetsuro, received an electric dictionary notebook. I guess the electric is fine in the water there. Denshi ni. Okay. Nikicho, a diary. A nikicho, a daily notebook. But it's electric. So received from Tetsuro a electric diary. And stories also heard. Or basically, I listened to stories also. Oh, this is loneliness. Nanidoku. Is it Shindoku? No. Kodoku. Isolation, loneliness, which we've already seen in the chapter. Kodoku ni nayandeiru no wa watashi tachi. この星の生命体だけじゃないってことがよくわかったわ。Okay. As for ones worrying in loneliness, as for ones, meaning people or creatures or whatever, that are worrying about loneliness or worrying in isolation, we and this planet's life forms just isn't. That event well understood. Yoku wakatta. Okay. I guess she's talking about herself.
Hello there.
Like, I have well understood this. The event, the situation of not being the only life forms of this planet, we, who are worrying in isolation. Yeah, so as for the ones worrying in isolation, the event that it's not just us life forms on this planet, we life forms on this planet, well understood. I guess she is talking about that, her well understanding this. It could also mean Tetsuro understood that. Itsuka, Tetsuro ga otona ni naru goro. Someday, Tetsuro, the time of becoming an adult. So someday when Tetsuro becomes an adult, chikara o awasete, watashi, I guess like, wait, awase, that means to like, to do. Okay, joining forces. So someday Tetsuro, when becoming an adult, joining power, joining forces, cooperating, 力を合わせて、私たちをこの無限移動の底の大地から解き放ってくれる方法を考えてくれたら嬉しい。Wow. Okay. So, again, someday when Tetsuro becomes an adult, joining power, joining strength, cooperating together, and we, or us as a direct object, us, this without limit water wells or infinite water wells, depths of great earth from there, liberating, doing the favor, method, thinking about doing the favor, if that, happy. So, again, this is like, it will be happiness. I will be happy if someday when Tetsuro becomes an adult, we join power, join strength, and if he does the favor, or if we do the favor of thinking about a method for doing liberation from the bottom of the earth of these infinite water wells, us, liberating us. Let me double check on this one. What did I want to do? Oh, Toki hole? Yeah. To unravel. Oh, it's Toki Hogu? No. No. Toki Hanatsu. Oh, Hanatsu. Hanasu. Toki hanatte kureru. All right. Toki hanatte kureru. So liberating. Now, the reason I'm pausing here, I do have a copy of the English book here, or the Viz translation. And they went with, someday when Tetsuro grows up, I hope he remembers how he was freed from this infinite pit. That's not what I read here. This is someday when Tetsuro becomes an adult, that joining power, like this is like happiness, if or when doing the favor of thinking about a method of doing the favor of liberating us, talking about them, us, from the depths of this, infinite water well. Being liberated. To liberate. Yeah, I take this as like she wants to be liberated from this thing someday. Tatoe Jitsugen. Yeah. And she says, if the implementation, even if not doing it, even if not doing or implementing that, a method of freeing them, kangete kureru dake de ureshi. Thinking about doing the favor, just that is happiness. I'll be happy even if he just does the favor of thinking about it. Yeah, I would go with that. ここへ落ちてくれたことに感謝してる. To this place, falling, doing the favor, that event, to that, doing gratitude. So I am grateful that you did the favor of falling down here into this hole. でも、Tetsuro, but Tetsuro, これからは足元に十分気をつけて歩いてね. But Tetsuro, as for from here on, feet sufficiently watching out, walk around. Okay? So from here on, Basically, pay attention to where you're walking. Walking around, paying attention, sufficiency at your footsteps. Okay. O genki de. Be well. Be healthy. Dot, dot, dot. Oh, Mikun came up. Oh. All right, so that's it. Train's taken off. And we're going to get our final reflections. Taichi no so. It is Soko, right? Yeah, Soko. Taichi no Soko ni haritsuite ippo mo ugokenai seimeitai mo hoshi no umi ni wa takusan iru nda. Okay, so at the bottom of vast land, haritsuku, clinging to. I guess clinging to the bottom of the great land, and even one step being not able to move life forms also. As for in the Sea of Stars, many exist. Okay, so again, there are many existing in the Sea of Stars, life forms that aren't able to move even a step and are stuck or clinging to the bottom of the land. 自由に走り回れる僕たちはとても恵まれたスーパーヒューマノイドなんだね. Okay. Freely, as for us who are able to run around freely, very much blessed superhumanoids we are, you know? The kanji here is chonin or something like that, superhuman, super people. And again, he says superhumanoido, superhumanoids. And megumareta, blessed, fortunate. We are very fortunate, very blessed superhumanoids, we who are able to freely run around. 広がってゆく穴もある。そこが光っている。So, holes that are going and expanding exist also. So he says there's also holes that are spreading. They're going and widening. And the bottom, the soko, is shining. The bottom is shining. Ido kara ido e. So from the water well to a water well. Hanashi o tsutaeru hoho ga kitto aru no ne. A method for transmitting stories certainly exists. So there's certainly a way to transmit stories or communicate from well to well, water well to water well. Koko no hito tachi wa Tetsuro no nikkichou de ookina sekai no yume o miru wa. As for the people of this place, it's kind of in a quote, as for the people of this place, through Tetsuro's diary, big world dreams are seeing. So as for the people of this place, they're watching the dreams of a big world using Tetsuro's diary. This is one of those very sad stories. All right, that is our final page here. So let's wrap it up. We see them leaving the planet. There goes the train, and we get our closing scroll. What do we have? お惑星精霊の無限移動はもしかすると星そのものが 大きな生命体なのかもしれないと、Tetsuro wa omotta. Okay, the planet, infinite water well of the spirits, asked for that. So as for that planet, perhaps. The planet itself, a giant life form, maybe? That, as for Tetsuro, thought. So Tetsuro thought that perhaps the planet itself, the infinite water well of the spirits, was perhaps a life form in and of itself, like the whole planet was alive. That's what he wondered. Or he thought. 39を見送ってくれる星の表面に大きく輝くたくさんの色が見えてからだ。Okay, 見送って is to see off. From the surface of the planet that was doing the favor of sending off or seeing off the 3-9, from the surface of the planet that was doing the favor of sending off or seeing off, escorting the 3-9, many takusan no ido, many water wells were visible, and that's why. Oh no, I missed it. Sorry. Big lights, great shining, many water wells were visible, and that's why. Okay, so now like lots of them are glowing or something. That is kagayaku, right? Yeah, kagayaku, shining, glittering, sparkling. Big, shining, glittering, sparkling, many water wells were visible. That's why. That's why he thought that. 嬉しそうで優しい光だった. A seeming to be happy and gentle light it was. So that was the light. It was gentle, kind, and seeming to be happy. Tetsuro wa shogai sono hikari o wasuranai daro. As for Tetsuro, entire life, that light, not forgetting probably. So as for Tetsuro, he probably won't forget that light his entire life. 精霊のために頑張ってみるべきだと、そう決心した。For the purposes of the spirits, for them, doing the best, ought to do that way, like decided. 見るべき. Or ought to try to do, I guess. 見るべき. No, that's 見るべきか. So, yeah, this is that way, and then keshin is like to make a decision. Determination. Okay, yeah, so Tetsuro did resolution that way of trying to, that he ought to try to do his best for them, for the spirits. Okay, well, there we go. That is the end of the story of the Seirei no Mugenido. There we go. It did not go the way that I thought it was going to go. All right, well, that was the end of Chapter 2 of Volume 3. Next time, we'll continue with Chapter 3. We'll see what the title is when we get into it next time.